don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. It's no need in keeping it low.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Washington Redskins and the San Francisco 49ers.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Set. Ready. 10-2, son. Oh, you got deep? Let's go.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
2nd and 6. That's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis there to make the grab. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Derrick Henry. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Ready? Mike by 4. Mike by 4. We own them. We own them. Check 52. Check 24. Check 1.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much...
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Right there in the middle, 55. Wide. Mike, 55. Go!
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they can't bring him down. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the 41, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Joker, 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 joker.
From the gun on 3rd down. Haskins, and he finds McLaurin. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Flushed out right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quan Alexander coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now Haskins, third and long. And he's going to go down again. Dee Ford providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a 2nd and 7. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, his second sack of the night. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a second down coming up. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a second down coming up. On second down, McCaffrey. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go. Go. Hey, check 21.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Henry. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch. Kill. You go tight.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down. And 3 yards to go.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Haskins on 3rd down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 50, plant.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is brought in at the 21, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Right there, 54.
A good pickup there at 22. A first down carry for Henry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Two minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Looking to throw, Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to... Now the ball comes loose, and the Redskins scoop it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Haskins will throw. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down, and the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. He'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This is taken at the 3. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Check tight, check tight, check tight. Bang, bang. Pilot 64, weak.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Now, they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They're going deep here for Taylor. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Haskins to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, 73 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
That's it, baby. We got work. At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL's record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there and a Niner first. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Six guys. Check 6 guys. Check 26. Check 26. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Now it's Haskins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ronald Blair in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And some room to roam now. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there for Washington. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Check. Lucky.
Now it's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From a yard out. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right? You didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it here. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw. That is incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2nd and 1. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Go, go.
Second and 4. And to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it, yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Montez Sweat, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
It's a quarterback sneak. No signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll try and sneak it here. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Abuka in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Well, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Jonathan Allen, his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Jonathan Allen in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. 30 yards there, and, of course, the first down as well.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way, just reached up and pulled it in, had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may do it for this NFC title game. They'll run on first down. Henry. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. They keep it with Henry on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And the busy night for Henry continues. There he goes left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Derrick Henry. 26 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Well, partner, I know that you and I were raised that in this situation, just take a knee. You got the game pretty much salted away, but instead of that, they throw it. Another touchdown.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see this post-game handshake.
Maybe a conservative run up the middle, but to